Many thanks for staying with us. It's still a conversation, and of course, this is the Lagos segment. Something happened over the weekend, something very, very significant, and it is about the Lagos Tactical Squad, which was disbanded. So we have the Police Public Relations Officer for Lagos State Command, Benjamin Hudein. I hope I got it right. So he'll be coming to give us, updates and, what led to that disbandment over the weekend. You're welcome.
Thank you very much for having me on the show today.
But let's start this way. I'd like you to tell us, the role and responsibilities of the tactical squad and why it was created in the first place.
Thank you very much. The tactical squads were actually created
Squads?
Yes, we have more than one in Lagos.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
We have them in different parts of Lagos.
Okay.
So the one that was disbanded was the one for Ijegun area of Lagos.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Not the total tactical squad. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
So the particular squad, Ijegun Tactical Squad.
Okay.
So we have them created to tackle and fight headlong violent crimes, strictly violent crimes.
Okay.
So for any other aspects of policing, you can go to your local police station.
When you say violent crimes, I want you to be specific.
Cultism.
Okay.
Cultists are very violent.
Okay.
They kill. So cultism, armed robbery, kidnapping, violent crimes. Crimes that usually involve the use of firearms or weapons. Yes. So they were created for that. And to answer your question simply, yes, for violent crimes.
For violence crimes. So what actually happened to the Ijegun Tactical Squad that was disbanded over the weekend?
Yes, a video surfaced online where they stopped the young man and discovered the young man was using was doing a video recording of them using a pair of eyeglasses.
Yeah, different device.
Yeah,
Okay.
a pair of eyeglasses, and they tried to forcibly collect it from him, and he stood his ground, telling them that he had the right to make a video recording. So things escalated, and he was eventually arrested.
I saw the video over the weekend, and what came to my mind was that now that you even know that he has, shouldn't you have even conducted yourself, more responsibly?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what made it more annoying, or what criminalized it more? I'm talking about their actions now, the actions of the police officers, was that they arrested this man and said it was an offense for him to make a video recording, and for that reason, he would have to pay money to get out of that problem. So they collected 200,000 naira from him.
They went that far?
Yeah, they went that far.
Without even asking for his
they went that far.
Car documents?
No. Like your offenses, you have videoed officers, so you have to pay 200,000 naira. So that was what really, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay. And so they took things too far, and the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, CP Olorundare Jimo, decided to come hard on them by disbanding the entire team and selecting different officers to man that place, because we cannot afford to have that place without a tactical team.
Okay, because
we know that we have violent people there.
Okay.
I'm not saying the entire people in Ijegun are violent, but we have some suspected cultists in that area, and they cause trouble for people, and people often reach out to us to say, please, we need the presence of police here. So we can't afford to leave that place bare. So after disbanding that team, we have posted a new set there.
Okay, I want you to correct something now.
Okay.
You said what really, took those people, the tactical squad, off was because they asked him for 200,000 naira. Aside that, we drivers, we commuters in Lagos have, one time or the other, been faced with such charges. These charges, where do they come from at all? Is it part? Why do they come up? Why do they come up with it?
I don't know
at checkpoints.
I don't know the
They
charges.
make it look as if, okay, sometimes even if it's not 200,000 naira, and they go, oh, your papers, okay. What if your papers are not complete? And it's okay, you have to pay. That is your penalty.
Okay, to start with, I want to correct something that could be possibly misunderstood.
Okay.
So some people might think, oh, it's because they collected money, they were disbanded. What if they did not collect money?
Collect money.
Wasn't
yes.
it bad enough that they assaulted the young man? Yes, that was bad enough. I'm just saying that the collection of that money made things worse. It was bad enough that they assaulted the guy and tried to take the glasses. Coming back to what you said, I don't know the particular charges you're talking about, but we rely on the law. We are law enforcement officers.
Okay.
We rely on the law. And most times when it comes to road offenses, we rely on the Road Traffic Act, RTA, Road Traffic Act. So that's where you find all of these offenses. And for some offenses, you pay a fine.
Okay.
But be that as it may,
You pay a fine
for some offenses
officially.
But
At the point of...
no,
Okay.
I need to clarify that.
Okay.
So you don't pay the fine to the police officers.
Okay.
It goes into government coffers after you must have been arrested and arraigned. Sometimes we have mobile courts. The Lagos State government has created mobile courts. So you don't have to leave that point.
Okay.
The mobile court is there, the magistrate is there, they read your offenses to you right there on the spot, you pay the fine into government coffers. So it's totally wrong to pay to officers, except there are revenue collection officers there, as in the case of mobile courts. They are there, so you make the payment and you go off.
Okay. Abimbola has a question for you.
Right, so I'd like to ask, is this the first time this is happening, or has it happened before and the CP just thought, okay, this has to be an example to be set so that the public will also know that the police is responsible for the lives and, to the safety of lives of Lagos residents? If this has happened before, or if you've heard incident of such a case before, can you take us through that also?
Thank you. So we get complaints about police unprofessional conduct every now and then, and depending on the severity of that complaint or of the unprofessional conduct, we take the appropriate step. So if I'm going to walk you through this, I know that some officers have actually been dismissed from the force. And some officers have also been reduced in rank. Some officers have been suspended. So the disciplinary mechanism is in place and it takes full effect. So for these officers that were disbanded, as I speak with you, they are still within the command headquarters. They were actually detained that day so that they could be tried in orderly room. That's the procedure. You have to try them in orderly room. You have to find them guilty. The complainant needs to come give a statement, identify them, just like you would have in your normal court. And once they are found guilty, the appropriate punishment will be awarded to them. So this is not the first time we would have such complaints. We've been having such, and we take steps as necessary.
Okay. So as a new team being set up to replace this particular set of officers?
Yeah, so we can't allow a vacuum in that place.
Okay.
We cannot. So immediately, the Commissioner of Police set up another team that went there.
Okay, you've talked about this kind of case, happening all the time. There's something I know, every profession do, which is training and knowing that, the youth are always always in the face of security concerns. Do the police force usually, understand this and, enforce that, there's a way you treat the Nigerian youth when dealing with them?
Well, we've come to understand that youths play a large part in the demography, in the population, in security. Youths play a very big role. So we are fully aware of that. It's not a Nigerian thing. It's a global thing. You see youths approach in a very menacing manner police officers even on the streets of UK. So even in the US, it's a global thing. It comes with that age bracket. But at the same time, we also do advocacy. It's not just for the police to be responsible. The youths too need to be responsible. So we also advocate good parenting. People should talk to their children at home, and youths too need to calm down. Just yesterday, I posted a video of an undergraduate who stopped. The police had a stop and search point on the other side of the road, so it wasn't even on that lane. It was on the other lane, and he stopped and started screaming, "This is an illegal checkpoint. Nobody should stop for them."
Okay.
So
That's another question I want to ask you.
that young man took it too far. So we need to also prevail on youth to be civil, to be polite, and yeah, you can stand your ground, but you don't need to affront or assault police officers. Talking about making videos, you can make a video at a safe distance without harassing one with your video. And you could actually bring out your phone and try to poke it in somebody's face, like, I will video you, I will video you. And that feels like harassment.
And also triggers
yeah. So even if you want to make videos, be calm about it, have decorum.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I say on that particular question? I mean, you're here in the studio and you're giving us, you know, an informed perspective of how you can actually deal with these officers. So my question is, are your officers regularly taking through these procedures? Because sometimes you also do not get to have the opportunity to be as calm as this when you speak to some officers outside. They either shut you down, they don't want to listen to you. They also do not want to hear that you have a right. They say things like, I don't want to hear, you cannot film.
I've experienced one.
Yes,
who said,
you cannot, you have
I'm
no
not talking
right
to you, you'll be
film.
woman.
Yes, and then they also shut you down because you're a woman.
Yeah.
So how much of training do the officers go through to also understand that where one's right starts is where another right, again, training is important. So how do we come to a level playing field where the police officer will understand where I am coming from and their own perspective too as to where they are coming from? Because sometimes you do not even have the opportunity to explain yourself why you're doing certain things. They just feel, you cannot film me, you cannot record me. Sometimes take your phone, break your phone. So please enlighten us, how much of training do the officers go to and how constant are this training? Because things change, things are evolving. So when we talk, how do we understand ourselves when we're out there?
Thank you very much. I'm sure you would be familiar with the police college in Ikeja here. You must have passed in front of it one time or the other. So that college is there. And you see that for the better part of the year, we have police officers there doing their training. Sometimes it's promotion course. We call it promotion course. So before you go to your next rank, you need to come there and do a course, your promotion course, where we put you through all of this again for every promotion you get. So these trainings are constant, they are regular, and we also have other bodies, agencies volunteering to train us. You see agencies like the British Council, Clean Foundation, UNODC, offering to train officers on some of these issues. So the training is something that happens regularly. Then you've seen cases where officers shut you down and say,
yes,
I know you talk to you, be woman. You cannot make video recordings. I want to say that you've decided to, I'm not defending that action, but I just want to say that you've decided to bring out that example for the purpose of this narrative. I'm sure that you've also met officers that were well behaved.
Of course.
Definitely. So the point I'm driving at is this, that if we're going to make a tally, like collate, more officers out there behave well. The minority that misbehave are actually the loudest. That's how it works. Okay. So there's the loud minority and the quiet majority. So like I said, I'm not trying to make a case for them, but we have what we call the complaint response unit.
And we complaint response unit.
Yes.
Okay.
And we always appreciate it when people encounter these officers and give us feedback. Like you say, right in Ogudu, like that particular point, I met some officers. One was reeking with alcohol, one was very rude. We like that feedback because it enables us to quickly contact the DPO covering that area, like who are the men you posted there. Withdraw them, bring them to the headquarters now, you know. So what you've experienced is not standard practice. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I'm saying that's not how it should be. So we have bad eggs, agreed, but we also implore Nigerians to please give us feedback. You know, people have actually told us about some of these things, and they've seen changes. We try to be as responsive as possible. Someone sent me a message 2 days ago, said there's a shrine in Okwaja. There's a place called Okwaja, and on the shrine they wrote House of Death.
Oh.
And people are so scared, people are panicking. And, you know, I just forwarded that message to the DPO, and the DPO went there and made findings. In fact, they actually found a human skull in that shrine. I'm going to talk about that later today. I want to do a press statement on that. An arrest has been made. But my points for bringing this story...
The building.
House of Death. So my point for bringing this up is that we are responsive. And it's often demoralizing. It's often sad when people just leave things and say, well, they cannot change. Just leave them to God. No, please, don't leave them to God.
No, this is where public trust comes into play.
Yes, and that's why I'm bringing the example of somebody sending a message and we act on it promptly. So please, do not get tired. If you see such officers who look down on women and who don't allow you make videos, please let us know so that we'll act on it. The Complete Response Unit, for the benefit of those watching at home, the Complete Response Unit has a phone number you can easily reach. Can I go ahead and call the number?
Yes, please. Yes.
09.
Okay.
1 in 7 places. So that's 09 11111150. 09 11111150. And the same number, just change the 0, the last 0 to 1. So 09 1 in 7 places 51. And that's our Complaint Response Unit line. Please, if you see something wrong, please reach out and we'll give you feedback. We'll follow up and we'll give you feedback. And in the events that we don't give you feedback, please call us out. Like Shebi said we should call, we called and we didn't say anything. But we'll assure you that we'll give you feedback and we'll follow up on it.
A follow-up to that, sorry, Adibinke, would be there are times that you also get stopped or accosted by officers who are not wearing uniform. And you're worried, are they police officers or are they other men of the world? So when you get stopped by men who are carrying guns and are not wearing uniforms, or you see that there's a patrol vehicle somewhere, what do you do in such a situation?
Thank you very much. Ordinarily, police officers on road duty should always be in uniform, so that they can be properly identified. That is the standard. But if for one reason or the other, undercover officers have to come out, plainclothes officers, detectives have to come out, then they are duty bound to properly identify themselves. They are duty bound to have an identification mark on them. It could be the jackets they are wearing on their uniform, clearly spelled police. It could be their ID card being on their uniform, but they need to identify themselves. And if after all of that, you still need to be convinced that they're officers, yes, you can ask them for their ID. And in most cases, we also, that's how it should be anyway. In most cases, when you meet plainclothes officers, there should be one officer in uniform around that can add credibility or authenticity to their presence there. So to answer you directly, police officers on road duty should ordinarily be in uniform, but there are instances where plainclothes officers have to come out quickly, based on intelligence or information, and they don't stay long, but they should have identification marks. Again, we've had people call us to say some officers are here. They are wielding guns, nothing to identify them as officers. This one just wore jeans, wore canvas, and I don't even know.
Wearing slippers on uniform sometimes, and you're wondering what's going on.
Okay, I know of canvas. That slippers is new to me.
It's news to you. So I mean, so when we see things like that, we can actually take a picture and share with you.
Yes.
People, in fact,
yes.
The second number that ends with 151 is actually a WhatsApp number.
Okay.
And I appreciate Lagosians for sending pictures and videos every day.
Oh.
They've helped a lot. So whatever you are saying out there is actually a fraction of what would have been, because people see early and tell us that, oh, I see some officers. So before you even see, we've taken them off the streets, and of course they face the punishment for going out of line. So if you see, yes, please take pictures, take videos, send to us. Would always act on them.
Okay. Okay, you talked about advocacy earlier, and you also came up with a case about another Nigerian youth shouting from the other side, "Oh, that's illegal, an illegal checkpoint." So for us as Nigerians, for us as negotiants, how do we identify which checkpoint is legal or not?
Okay, so it's not your duty to identify which is illegal or not.
Okay.
Just be a law-abiding citizen. You see the police and simple instructions from the police. This is a global thing. It's international best practice that for you see the police.
Even in corner streets,
be it Lagos,
inner streets,
be it
sometimes.
London, be it Johannesburg, the police says, stop, you need to stop.
You stop, yes.
Okay, so can I see the trunk of your car? Can I see your ID or vehicle papers? These are simple things.
Okay.
So you don't have to want to know, is it illegal checkpoint or not? Okay. That's not for you to do. But if you still feel suspicious, in fact, a checkpoint can be set up at random based on information. We know the information we get daily. Somebody just says, oh, my car has been snatched now. A red Toyota Corolla, and the thieves are going towards ABC. So we quickly set up a checkpoint towards that ABC immediately. And you know, we have our walkie-talkie, we radio, we talk to all officers out there, and we tell them to focus on red Toyota Corolla. So at that point, it will amaze you that Shebila and self, they drive Corolla like me. Why they allow and go?
Okay, yes.
Oh, is it because I have beards?
Yes.
Oh, is it because... No, you don't know what we are looking out for. At that point, we are stopping every red Toyota Corolla to be able to, intercept that vehicle. So checkpoints don't have a hard and fast rule. It's in response sometimes or most times to situations at hand.
Okay. I want to talk about...
Just
right in front of us here.
For two or 3 days consecutively.
Yes, they were there.
They were there, and they had
like a vest on their
jacket
on their
uniform.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've just cleared the air as to
because
why
I was shocked too when I saw them.
What was going on? So
you know, sometimes we get information that we don't want to reveal so that we don't create panic. We know that some people want to come out to protest, and that protest could actually go awry. They could start damaging things in front of your facility. So we just position this checkpoints or stop and search points there, and it deters them because before they come out, they do what they come out to check. They just drive past to see that everywhere is clear and they can call their people to come. But once they pass and see that there are police officers here, they don't come. But we don't need to explain to you why we are there. So sometimes it's just to deter criminals.
Okay. Negotiants still remembered, the SARS squad at that time. And of course now this disbandment of the tactical squad. What exactly is the police doing to ensure public trust, amongst residents and the police?
Well, to get public trust is not about what we say, it's about what we do. So we need to...
Police is our friend.
Yes, police is our friend. And we strive to put that in action.
Okay. We
don't just want to say it every day. We want people to see and say to themselves that, oh, truly, they helped me. They are our friends. So it's about action. And that's what we strive to do, like I said. So you might not want to accept it, but that trust gap is actually closing up. Maybe not at the rate you would like to see, but that trust gap is closing up. People reach out to us, they get feedback. Just yesterday, the SSG to Lagos State, the Secretary to the State Government in Lagos, actually forwarded a video to the Commissioner of Police. So I'm just saying that we are that receptive. A video to the Commissioner of Police where somebody alleged that somewhere along Ketu, Alakpere, Wodioneri, that axis, that if your vehicle should get spoiled there anytime at night after dark, that it's not safe, and the CP had to summon the DPOs of Alakpere, Ketu, Owodioneri to come and explain why that should happen. So, and we get feedback, and we also got feedback from the people in that area. And for those people who have experienced before and after, trust me, they can testify that police is your friend. So this is what we do, is through actions, And unfortunately, when things go wrong, people share it on Facebook, and it has 1,000 likes. And when we make it right, they don't bother to share. Or when they share, it's just 2 likes. So it's not like we're not doing enough. We are trying our best. We know we are not there yet. But one thing I'm sure of is we are not where we used to be. So it's a gradual, it's work in progress.
So, sorry, Adebimpe, again, still staying with issues around public trust. Again, what people see sometimes stay glued to their heads. So when it comes to working relationship, sometimes a lot of people are not able to differentiate between the Nigerian Police Force, Lagos Command, and men of the RS. I know you work together, but can you also take us through the kind of work relationship that you share? I know that majority of them are your men. It's just that, of course, the Lagos state government is supporting through the RS. But then, what is the significance of that relationship? How do you work together as the Lagos State Police Command and men of the RS?
Okay, thank you very much. RS, as the name implies, Rapid Response Squad. Rapid. So it's for immediate response to distress. Okay. So you can go into your regular police station to report your ID card that got missing yesterday. You can go and report about my neighbor that is always disturbing me with noise or, you know, things like that. But RS is Rapid Response Squad, and it's an initiative of the Lagos State government. So the vehicles they have were provided by Lagos State government. It's not from police headquarters in Abuja, like we get our own vehicles, and all their gadgets too from Lagos State government. So the Lagos State government just decided to support the police with this unit, well-funded, well-equipped, to provide succor in time of distress, times of distress. So that's what it is. So how do we work with them? We don't work with them. Like, there is no us and them. Okay. We are one and the same. They are all under the Commissioner of Police. They report to the Commissioner of Police. RS, as it is now, is headed by CSP Shola Jejeluye. He comes to the headquarters every Monday morning to attend the management meeting with the Commissioner of Police. So we don't work with them. We are the RS. And they are doing a great job. Rapid response. So they are always everywhere. They are not in at their base. They are on the road, packed by the roads to always respond swiftly to things. And it's a nice initiative that other states have copied from Lagos State. It's a very nice initiative. And we appreciate the government, Lagos State government. You see, they enjoy a lot of things. Quarterly they get supplies of tires. They change their tires, supplies of car batteries, engine oil,
fuel.
Yes, fuel. I'll comment to that. There's a designated place where they go to fill.
So we don't hear stories from them that, we don't have fuel in our car, we can't respond.
Yeah, so that is also an example of how good welfare, good working environments can increase productivity.
Okay, some Lagos residents are of the opinion that, disbandment often means rebranding, under a new name, like this saying goes, same Joe, minor differences, that, what really changes if it's still the same people?
Well, they have a point that it's still the same people. Yes, the same people with same mandates, but I would say different briefing. So that's what we call briefing. Before you go out to work, we sit you down and brief you. This is what you have to do.
But they were briefed. They sat them down before and they briefed them. Yeah, and they still come out and still.
And that's why we have what we call rogue officers. They've gone rogue.
Okay.
I don't want it to seem like I'm doing tit for tat. I don't want to let that. But I want to use the example of journalists too. We have rogue journalists. Oh, definitely.
I've seen rogue in every profession.
In every profession. I've seen journalists who have tried to blackmail me. And hey, your officers did this. And I'm going to publish the story tomorrow, but if you give me money, I will not publish it. So we have rogue officers everywhere. So yes, they were briefed too. But the difference is, yes, they've been disbanded. There is a new set, and they have a new set of briefs, and they have to abide by them.
Okay, I want to talk about the Lagos State Command, police officers, and of course collaborations with like NSCDC and LNSC and other agencies. You know, how effective is their collaboration? How much do you work together?
In Lagos, very good. Very good, because we have the Security Council meeting with Mr. Governor, and every agency is part of that meeting. So it provides an avenue for the heads of all of these agencies to meet regularly, at least once a month. Then we have our own to by the side that does not involve Mr. Governor. We have it at the police headquarters where we all meet.
Okay.
So we work very well, especially the Lagos Safety and Neighborhood Agency.
Cool, yeah.
LSNA, sometimes they say call
LNSC.
LNSC, Lagos Neighborhood and Safety Corps.
Yeah.
So especially that call, headed by Prince Onifade Oyekon. So they are in the grassroots, and they see information and they pass to us on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis, you'll see like a dossier, and they mention the streets and what's happening, and we often disseminate that to the people under whose jurisdiction these places fall to act on them. So we have a very good relationship, and that's why some things that would have happened don't get to happen, so people don't get to hear about them.
We don't get to hear about them.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll say we have a healthy traditional policing and community policing
In Lagos.
relationship
Yes.
in Lagos. Abibola, do you have?
Yes, this for me is away from what we're talking about. But because you're here, it's nice if we also talk about it. I'd like for you to please update us since the creation of the gender desk, how issues around domestic and sexual violence has improved in Lagos, and how again. Do we have more people now believing that when the cases get to the police station, they are not, sometimes, I mean, way back we used to hear it's a family matter, go and sort it out. But since the civil organizations and the DSV has risen up to the challenge, the creation of the gender desk, what has changed? And I know that a lot of police officers have also been trained in that direction. So where are we with issues around public trust, going to the police, getting evidences? So where are we now as a people and the police when it comes to issues around DSVA?
Thank you very much. The gender unit of Lagos State Police Command is doing a lot with the support of DSVA, Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency. We also have NGOs that are supporting a lot, especially with the creation of SACs, Sexual Assault Referral Centers. These people undertake to do medical examinations for free for survivors. So we have a robust relationship and partnership that works. So many people have been convicted. So many. In fact, the Lagos State DSVA has a register of offenders.
Sexual offenders?
Yes, sexual offenders, and they update it regularly.
Okay.
But we still have a problem. We still have a problem, and it's very worrisome. We have the problem of I'll just paint a typical scenario. Also, there is a survivor, a 5-year-old girl that was defiled, and the next, we are going to court. We've arrested the perpetrator, so a date has been fixed for court. And the next thing, the magistrate would require to see the survivor. You see, in law, you have to prove things beyond reasonable doubt.
Even if she's underage?
Yes, it might not be in the open court. It might be in her chamber. Okay. Like, come into my chamber and just to confirm, is it this uncle? Yes, just beyond reasonable doubt, so that we are not convicting the wrong person. So that happens. And when is the date for court? This happens a lot. You do not see the survivor. You do not see the guardian or parents. And the case has to be adjourned for us to get that person. And you go to their house to look for them. And neighbors tell you that they've relocated. Okay, so what's the forwarding address? No forwarding address. And you call the number, switched off. They've changed number, they've gone to Oshogbo or Ilorin. And if eventually you get them, they'll be like, maybe I've left it for God. Or the family came to give us 1.2 million naira. You know? So we often get problems from the families of the survivors sometimes. In fact, elderly people from the family, 70-year-old men will come and tell you that I'm the head of the family and I've told them to leave it. We don't want to do case. You know, but we stand our ground when we see them.
Okay.
How about when they disappear? So in as much as we are achieving a lot in that in the area of sexual offenses, we'll still need people to see these things through.
Okay, let's talk about traffic congestion and crimes, you know, around transport hubs. There was a time that we got a report that, you know, so there's a particular spot in Agege towards the Abattoir area. There was a report that, you know, there was a lot of snatching of phones and handbags from women. I want you to talk about it now, if anything has changed and what was being done.
I'm happy that you said there was a time you got this because
we've not heard it, you know, recently.
Yeah. So there's what we call DSR, Daily Situation Report,
okay,
which I get every morning, the same way the commissioner would get it.
But you get that report?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
like my DSR, Mr. Governor too gets it every morning, and I haven't seen that in a long while. What you're talking about?
When you say in a long while, how long ago?
I haven't heard of that this year.
Ah, okay. It was this year. It was this year we heard about it.
I haven't heard of that.
Especially people who have to go to work very early in the morning.
Okay, I haven't heard of that. One thing that I know that gives us concern in Lagos right now that I get reports of on a daily basis is cultism.
Cultism?
Yes. In fact, cultism has moved out of institutions of learning.
Schools, yes.
The organizer is now a cultist. Yes, it's that bad. And everybody is brandishing a year. No, it's crazy. And I'm happy that Lagos State House of Assembly actually made a law on cultism. There's a law specifically for cultism, and it has helped a lot. But snatching of bags, maybe it happens. But I don't think
it was phones.
And phones, but it hasn't got to that level. Maybe I said I haven't got a report, but thank you for that information. As I live here, I would also get in touch with the DPO. I think that should be around Penn Cinema, Abattoir.
Yeah.
So
access.
Yes, I can get in touch with them to find out if that
really happens.
And if it really happens, what measures have been put in place to ensure that it stopped.
Okay. On a lighter note, I think days ago, 1 or 2 days ago, on your X handle, you gave a father commendation, Father of the Year. Award goes to a father who actually reported his son for smoking some illicit substance. Take us through how it is important that the society helps the police in fighting crimes, again, because this father asked for help. Seemingly, he was lost. He didn't know how to go about it. And a lot of people would have said, you're casting your own son in this particular situation. So how important is it for everybody to be involved when it comes to issues on crime?
The truth is the police anywhere in the world would never succeed without the support of the people. So we can't be everywhere at the same time. But at everywhere you can think of, there are people there. So we'd always rely on information from people. And like I said earlier, most of the things that would have become disaster or crime were nipped in the bud because people give us information. So it's very important. You can never overemphasize it. It's extremely important for people to give information. I actually commend that father. I'll give you an example. I don't know if you remember, there was this Nigerian that tried to bomb a plane in the US, a student, and I've forgotten his name, Abdul-Muttalab or something like that. Yeah, in fact, the US government had to commend his father because when he started showing signs of radicalization, the father had reported, cried out, went to the embassy to say, I don't trust this boy. Yeah, so it helped a lot. And that's how people should do. For this father too, you need to let them know that these things are wrong. So to answer your question simply, we actually need massive public support. We enjoy that in Lagos, especially through the PCRC, Police Community Relations Committee, where the police and the members of the community meet regularly. So it's easy for us to be on the same WhatsApp group, for them to send messages. So you can never overemphasize it. It's the bedrock of a good security system.
Okay, just before we go, let's talk about CP Jimoh's assumption of office in February, and February 18, 2025. What has been its top priority for Lagos policing?
Well, that's multifaceted, but it's quality service delivery.
Quality service delivery.
Yes, quality service delivery. Premium safety and security for Lagosians. And that's what also informed the disbandment of that team.
Immediately.
Like we can't have you stressing Lagosians. We are supposed to inspire confidence in them. So his priority has been quality service delivery. And that is why when he got to know about this issue of cultism, he created anti-cultism squads in every area command in Lagos State to ensure that cultism is fought headlong. He also increased our tactical squads. When he came, we didn't have this many tactical squads. But if he gets reports of any violence crime somewhere, so he creates a tactical squad there. So quality service.
So he
delivery.
came up with this tactical.
No, he met it on ground, but he expanded them to
them.
ensure that we don't have violence crimes all around Lagos.
Okay, thank you.
My final question will be: do we have enough men? Do we have enough policemen in Lagos?
Do we have enough policemen in Nigeria?
No, let's start with Lagos.
Okay, so Lagos, we have approximately 17,000 officers.
17,000?
Yes, approximately. There could be some fraction on it. Yeah.
So the ones that follow VIPs?
So we have 17,000 police officers, and we have over 20 million people. So the federal government actually identified that we needed more police officers, and that informed the yearly recruitment of police officers yearly. We started with 10,000, but it wasn't closing the gap. So it was increased to 30,000. So we all know it's nothing to be ashamed about. We need more police officers, and we do yearly recruitment. So we would appreciate it if we could also, if you could help us do whatever you can to increase that number. If we can do 50,000 every year, it's for the betterment of everybody.
Thank you very much, Benjamin Uday, for sharing your insight on the significant changes in Lagos State's policing landscape. And we were talking about Lagos Tactical Squad disbandment and other police affairs issues. Thank you very much. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, the conversation continues.
The name of that cap, Ashiwaju, let me say Ashiwaju.
It's a signal that whoever wear that white cap chief is a highly placed high chief.
I think that's the cap of chieftaincy. Yeah, that's the chieftaincy cap.
The white cap, do I know? Is it your cap?
I know it's meant for the chief in Lagos State. Kere Messi, yeah.
Let the conversation continue.
Many thanks for staying with us, and I hope you enjoyed the segment. I like the fact that CSP Benjamin Hundeyin has come to clarify some misconceptions about the police here in Lagos. I also like the fact that, you know, the Lagos Tactical Squad, you know, was what is your English again? Disbanded, you know, in Ijegun. Not all the tactical squads in Lagos State.
Where's Ijegun?
Ijegun is around before Lasso.
Around that.
Oh, I think Dele Adedran should know.
It stays in Egbeda.
I knew you were going to take a swipe at someone because of that. Yes, it was just the tactical squad in that access that was disbanded. And I must commend the police for, you know, acting swiftly and, you know, quickly to that case. Because when I saw it over the weekend, I was like, why are these policemen like this? Even if you know this person has a camera, you should conduct yourself, you know, in a more responsible manner.
Yeah, they've learned the hard way. I mean, sometimes when you think you're above the law and, you know, all the evidences will nail you.
Sometimes it might not just be glasses, it might be the pen.
It might be anything.
It can be anything.
In fact, it might be someone else recording from somewhere.
Yeah.
Because again, especially now that you don't even know who is who, what is what, anybody can actually be recording you from wherever, and you're not even aware that anybody is recording. There are people who've been saved because people released these visuals. You know, so sometimes, again, when you are a public official, conduct yourself properly when you're outside. Know what to say. Know how to behave. You don't know what will nail you.
Hey.
Oh,
Especially in this age of social media, where you don't want to trend for the wrong reasons.
not even now that AI.
Everybody's even a reporter.
And I see people wear some glasses now. I compare myself every time I see them.
Because you don't know what is happening.
You don't know what is happening.
Yeah. And I think for CSP Benjamin, because he's a young person, he also has the energy to match certain things on the socials. It's aura for aura.
Aura for aura,
sometimes it's cool, sometimes it gives you buzzballs, but he's able to engage, he's able to correct, he's able to clarify issues. And I think majorly that's what the PRs of law enforcement agencies should be equipped to do. You're not there to shut people down. You're there to engage, to put things in the right perspective, and also gain that public trust, because that's one thing a lot of Nigerians lack. But once they're able to trust you, once they know that you're able to get justice for things that, you know, are not normal or things that are not done rightly, then you will get more people come forward to say that this was done, because they know that you will act in their favor. We need to go.
All right, he's one man that is doing so much for the image of the Lagos State Police Command, and I was just imagining here what Adebimpe would have looked like in that uniform of the Nigerian police.
Isn't it? That was why I wore this dress.
You had to go look
almost looking like.
Let us go. Let us go.
Like a policeman.
We need to go. Thank you for watching the Tuesday edition of The Conversation here on Lagos Television. The Wednesday team will be here tomorrow at 10. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am Abimbola Bello.
And I am Ajibola Ojeshola. Thanks for watching.
And I am Adebimpe Omotayo. See you soon.